Hey everyone, today I'm going to be doing some gameplay for the kind of magma Igma control deck that we went over with Paps on yesterday. I played these games yesterday and I just haven't had time to go over the replays. I actually got all the way from rank 4 to S rank with this deck just in the course of testing it out. So this is the first game I played with it actually. And I'm playing in Sajj. Um, and I'm going to mulligan Thumping Wave and Earth Sphere because those are not our early game cards. I keep the Plasma Storm because Plasma Storm is good against mostly Dervish Vet. It's not really great against Vet in general, it's mostly great against the Dervishes or the Obelisks. So we mulligan into double Reincarnation Silhouette Elder. And Sajj is a general, and mostly the entire faction, now has trouble with removal, ranged removal. So my plan now is just try to get this into play, this Silhouette Elder, on my second turn, and hope that my opponent just doesn't have any kind of juice to remove it. They need like an Ankh maybe, and for the egg to kind of line up. But even if they kill it, what's important to note about Silhouette Elder that I often forget is that the Elder itself also has rebirth. So they also need to tag the egg that comes out of it. So I'm just playing this as defensively as possible because my game plan, well, actually I guess not as defensively as well. I could have played it further back. And this actually did line up. So if they were to have blast, they could kill this, and then if they could deal 1 damage, so they could an Ankh plus Blood to Alchemist would actually get them out of this, or something along those lines. Or I don't think there's a way to Rashasha's Curse kill this and blast because I don't think you can get the mana. Like a ray. There's some combinations, but this is difficult for Sajj to deal with, and that's why I went for a very aggressive play. Using 3 cards just to get the 6/2 and the egg in play is really aggressive, but it's going to put my opponent in a position where if they don't have an answer, they're really really far behind. And as we can see, my opponent really isn't able to do much of anything. They draw up to a full hand, but it's just not going to really do anything. Now I have a full 6/6, so it's even less vulnerable. I'm actually going to use this sort of as an egg producer in the long term, and then I'm going to just kind of use this for combat. And I actually believe I'm able to take out all my opponent's minions and then lay down the Chrysalis Burst. One thing Sajj can do is that Spine Cleaver is really good against Rebirth minions. So if she was able to get a Spine Cleaver somehow, it would start, really tearing these up. But that's a little bit slow. It does cost 5 mana. Something like a Gifts, if she could accelerate into a Gifts, that could let it. But now I have, what is this, 7 eggs on the board. And I think she concedes not long after this. Yeah, that's just that was my first game with this deck, and it was kind of a really crazy one. But you can see that's one of the benefits of playing decks with kind of sort of not auto wins, but very very strong, kind of free game mechanics. In that it allows you to just steal some games basically. You'll see that with cards like mech decks will have that, and Verax will have that. A lot of games with ramping out something huge. If you manage to draw the sort of the combo, then and if your opponent doesn't have an immediate answer, you just sort of win that game without really having an interactive match. And that may not be as much fun for some people, and it certainly does, want to strike a balance between fun and kind of silliness, but it is very, very strong if you are trying to ladder. So that's the first game. I'll do a couple more.